Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Florida Gators. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Rice. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The gain sets up a third down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. Football comes out. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down and using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Gets the first and still running. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
First down and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And at first down, they go right back to him. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
Try and muscle for the first down. Finding space at the 20. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A quick throw out left, complete. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And the quarterback dropping back. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Wildcats offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Nice grab. It's blocked there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, and takes off and improvises. There's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to start. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So second down after the incompletion. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Gators are on the move here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
7th play of the drive coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Wildcats come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite it.
The Florida offense retakes the field. On the ground, it's Daniels. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The sure hands. It's Hawkins. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays,
The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing, and frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Get set.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finding space at the 20. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Snides a quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Wildcats come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense. Oh, he lost the ball. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. Touchdown, Florida.